This is our idea. Our Gurudev, he often spoke like this. He would take something completely transcendental, existing on the highest plane, and try to show some connection between we sadhakas, we conditioned souls. Once, Prabhupada was giving a tika on the 10th canto on the Kamsa Mardana, Kants Mardana. In the very early chapters of 10th canto, Krishna is born in Kant's prison house in Mathura, Devaki Nandan, that is. And then later, Krishna came for a wrestling match, and he defeated the wrestlers and killed the wicked, demoniac, tyrannical, treacherous Rakshas, the king, Kants. So Prabhupada is writing tikas. So this is a pastime of Krishna that took place 5,000 years ago in Vrindavan. And Prabhupada, in his commentary, my Gurudev, he said, Kamsa was harassing all the Brishnis. He chased all the family members of Vasudeva and Devaki and Krishna. He chased them all out of Mathura Mandal. They were hiding in caves in fear of that wicked demoniac king Kamsa. And Kamsa was killing the cows and chasing the Brahmins and stopping their yajna. He was an enemy to the Brahmins, an enemy to the cows, an enemy to Krishna's family. He was such a wicked demoniac king, Kamsa. So Krishna went and killed him. And Gurudev, when he's writing his tika, he's commenting on that and what it meant. And he said, just like today, my disciples and the Krishna devotees, the worshippers of Krishna, like Vasudeva and Devaki 5,000 years ago, and like the Brishnis and his Parivar 5,000 years ago, who worship God, and they worship cows and served cows and did yajna. And they were doing all this puja then. But just like then, my disciples who were trying to worship Krishna and protect cows and serve cows, like the Brishnis, they're being harassed. They're being harassed and arrested and persecuted by the Kamsa-like kings and leaders of the modern world. This is an example of taking the ancient Shastra and the ancient Lila and applying it to the modern context, even down to the level of the sadhakas. This is my Gurudev's expertise, to make the ancient alokic thing somewhat even relevant to the modern society. That's one of his distinguishing qualities of his tikas. Following in line, Guru to Shishya, then we take this phrase, Jagokulam Manoharam, we find Manoharam. Cause, Jagokulam. The cause is Krishna plays his flute. Then what's the effect? The Vamadrisham Manoharam. The gopis, their minds become attracted, their hearts become enchanted, their hearts become stirred and filled with romantic, amorous desires to please, dance, serve, embrace, kiss Krishna in the Ras Lila. So this is Manoharam. So Krishna's flute is a Manoharam Murali, Manoharam Jagokalo. The Jagokalo, the lakshana, the characteristic of Krishna's flute is its mind-stealing. Krishna's flute is mind-stealing. Manohar means mind-stealing flute. And man means mind or chit or heart, sometimes in Sanskrit. Krishna's flute sound, like Kama Bij, transcendental Kama Bij, stole their mind, stole their hearts, stole their lives, stole their hands away from their domestic duties, taking care of their husbands, cooking, serving, dressing. Their hands pulled away from all those activities. Their eyes withdrew from looking at their own bodies. They're dressing, brushing their own hair and decorating their own eyes. Their hands and vision and attention withdrew from even their own bodies and their own body decoration. What to speak of their vision and hands withdrawing from their service to their children and their relatives and in-laws. And everything was focused on Krishna. Their panch karmindriya, their panch gyanindriya. All their senses and mind became manoharam. All the senses merged in the mind, man, and the whole thing was stolen. Their senses, their body, their mind. Jagokulam, manoharam, he stole everything. Therefore, Krishna has the power of manoharam, and Krishna's flute has the power of manoharam. Krishna is a thief. He's glorified throughout the Vedas. When he was a young baby, he was a thief. He stole butter, and he was glorified as Makkanchor. Then he grew up a little bit, he went to the riverbank, and he stole the saris of 6-year-old girls in a very playful, prankish, funny way. He laughed and giggled, and they laughed and giggled. It was all child's play. They were 6-year-old girls bathing the Yamuna, as was the standard for ladies to bathe naked in a secluded place. the mothers and the daughters. And the daughters were there doing Katyani Brat. So Krishna came with his coward friends. He had a few toddlers with him in the tree. Some young boys were with him. And it was all good-natured fun, as children often do. Boys and girls play together, and there's no impropriety. No one raises eyebrows. No one makes any criticism. If a 3-year-old boy or a 5-year-old boy, 5-year-old boy plays with a 5-year-old girl, right? So the girls are 6 years old, and Krishna says, hee hee, hee hee, hee hee. Hey, come on, boys. Let's take their saris. This will be fun. Oh, Krishna, we can't do that. If they come out of the Jamuna, they'll be shivering and they'll be cold. It's wintertime. And they have no clothes. Oh, it's fun. It's a game. Let's go. Okay, let's go. The boys get together. They take the girls' saris. They run up on the tree. And the gopis, oh, where's our saris? And that's called Gopi Vastraharana. Again, Krishna stealing. Gopi Vastrachor. Then Krishna grows up, becomes a young, dashing, darling youth. Kaishor, Rup, Kishore Krishna, Navayovanam. And then he starts stealing the hearts of the beautiful doe-eyed gopis. The Vamadrisham Manoharam. He starts stealing their hearts with his fun and play, with his looks, with his glances, with his flute, with his sporting, with just his general presence in Vrindavan. He stole their hearts. So this is showing the power of this Manoharam. But now Krishna's flute has the power to steal. Krishna's lilas have the power to steal. How many people in India and how many people around the world have had their minds stolen by Gopal's Makanchor lilas? They're so sweet. They're so entertaining. They're so attractive. They're so satisfying. They're so fulfilling. And they fit, when we read about Krishna's antics and lilas of stealing butter and breaking into the houses and looking this way, and the mother's coming with a stick and scolding and pulling his ear, very sweet. It steals our mind. It steals our hearts. So wonderful. What a beautiful Bhagavan. Chor Bhagavan. What a beautiful Swayam Chor Bhagavan Sri Krishna. He's a chor. He's a thief, but he's a spiritual thief. He steals love, not money. He steals hearts, not gold. He steals butter, not cars. Modern thieves they steal automobiles and people. And so this is Krishna's transcendental stealing. And he takes us away from what? From Maya. We're in Maya, and Krishna comes to steal us away, to seize us, to capture us, to take us to his kingdom of love, kingdom of joy, Goloka Vrindavan. That's good stealing. There's such a thing as good stealing and bad stealing. Like a knife. A knife can be good, or a knife can be bad. A good chaku, a bad chaku. A bad chaku is in the hand of a daku. A bad chaku is in the hand of a daku. A daku is a thief or a murderer. He takes that knife and he kills you. That's very bad. But now that chaku or knife in the hand of a good person becomes a good knife when it's in the hand of the surgeon. And he's cutting some deathly cancer from your body. That's a good knife. So Krishna, there's good stealing and bad stealing. Any stealing by one man or woman in this world, it's illegal, it's irreligious, it's punishable. But when Krishna steals, it's totally legal, it's not punishable, it's worshipable. This is Krishna stealing. It's honorable and worshipable. And it's satisfying. No one cries when Krishna steals your heart. If someone steals your gold, you cry big time. If someone steals your car, you really cry. If someone steals your wife, you really cry. The coward boys, the coward men are not crying because Krishna says, listen, I'm taking one, but I'm giving you one. So Yoga Maya arranges. When Krishna takes one wife from a gopa, then he leaves one wife. Exact carbon copy, even better. Krishna takes the spiritual one. Nobody wants anything spiritual. So Krishna takes the spiritual wife and leaves the material one that's really into enjoying. She's not material. So the point we're establishing is the stealing quality of Krishna. And I'll read, there's some famous bhajans and ashtakams describing Swayam Chor Bhagavan Sri Krishna. Chor Bhagavan. One is by our famous Acharya, Vallabhacharya. Vallabhacharya is a great Vaishnava Acharya, the Vallabha Sampradaya, Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. And they have their deity of Srinathji, Giridhari Krishna from Vrindavan. He's living in Natwara. So he wrote a whole song called the Charastakam. Now, long before even Vallabhacharya wrote his beautiful Astakam. There's a Charastakam written by Bilva Mangala Thakur, Surdas, Bilva Mangala Thakur. He wrote the famous, he lived 900 years ago. He wrote this Krishna Karnamrita. Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti.